All right, I think that's enough time. I think we've got enough people in. Yes, Liam, it is me. It is me, mate. Uh, I'm repeating myself. I could hear myself. That's no so good. As you notice, it is me. It is Dan as well, but Dan is missing in action because it's Dan. Um, so you're just going to have to put up with my glory for the meantime until he does here, and hopefully we're here in time for Tier 5. Yes, 5 tiers this season. 127 sign up this year for Season 9, meaning if we stuck to 4 tiers, 80 out of 127 get full time seat. So we've upped up to 100, 27 reserves, 100 full time. You will find out what team for the full time drivers you're in. You've seen the lineups. Nathan has quite kindly just posted the pots into the pit boards for the divisions. I have a little look at that, and that'll give you an idea of who your teammate could be. But in the meantime, while we're waiting, Dan, I was going to try and stall you as long as I can, and I think I'm doing all right at that. We're going to have a little bit of a throwback to season 8. Of course, there's there's already been the prizes. Let's say the tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll just roll on that sentence. Drivers' Championships. By the way, can you all hear me? Just somebody give me a thumbs up or a little confirmation in the chat. They all got their glorious tickets. It's quite kindly sponsored by Santa Board Raceway, courtesy of Mr. James Forster. Thank you very much for that. And their incredible championship winning posters designed by the lovely, lovely Nick, also known as Knight. So already got that prize. They also have the glorious prize, courtesy of the Cone community, shall we say, of a £15 PSN gift voucher. So that is, I don't know why I'm printing these off, Mr. TF Aurelian, the Tier 1 champion, Mr. Relentless Cross Liam, the Tier 2 champion, Mr. The Little One, the Tier 3 champion, and Mr. Mark Wilson, the Tier 4 champion. I've just noticed my camera's mirrored as well. I'm going to fix that this year, just so we're not given the same repeat as last year where everybody was telling me they couldn't read anything I was holding up in front of the camera, so we'll get that sorted. But those 4 drivers winning the championship, they have also going to receive from the admin team, from the community, a £15 PSN voucher. Get in touch with Mr. AJ Wuhan Jacob via the Discord, or from Discord is probably the easiest. You'll be able to sort you out with that and get the details done quickly. Better my camera. I think Dan is in here. Yeah, Dan is in here, so we'll add him in. There he is. Look at that.
How are we doing?
How are we doing tonight, Dan? Are you all good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I think you might have yourself on mute. What is? Baza, why is there a Ukraine flag as a backdrop? It's just the software we use. Dan, I don't know if you're trying to speak. You've thrown me off here, mate. All right. All right, we'll let Dan do his thing. While he sits there looking very, very glorious, we have got the 8 Constructors Champions in a little cup here. Now, our 8 Constructors Champion, the 8 full-time drivers at the end of the season. Of course, there were reserves, the drivers that topped out that maybe had a little bit of to play with Ferrari winning the championship. But however, we can only give out the 8 that are sort of full-time at the end. They go into this prize pot, and this is for the Constructors cap. So it will be a Ferrari cap this season. I think it was last season as well, Dan. You might be able to confirm whenever you feel like talking. But I'll quickly just run you through who those are, because I did have it written down, but now they're in this cup. So if I can find it in the Hall of Fame, it is, of course, Tier 1, and Tier 1 was CGI Troy and NLR Reservi. Tier 2, Cross Liam and Cal Cohen. Tier 3, Dat Roland and Mike McGate. And Tier 4 was Andy Marshall and Cooper. So the 8 names are in this little plastic cup. Well, there you go. One of them just bounced out. That makes life nice and easy. Yeah, Jacob, I don't blame you. So the driver that did jump out to win the cap, surprised with no alcohol in that cup. I can do it sometimes. It is our Tier 1 driver in the Ferrari, Mr. CPI Troy. So Troy, I don't know if you're here, mate. We'll let you know anyway. But if you get in touch with Jacob, we'll sort you out with that. Dan, are you ready now, son? Can we get the show?
Can you hear me or not?
Is anybody else as confused as I am? Oh, he's gone. He's left. I don't know what's going on. Oh, what is he's trying to get his mic to work. um, right. I suppose I'll do some more stalling. Because I can't really do it myself. I don't really want to do it myself because yeah. Oh wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my. Right. So I could hear myself because I had the stream on and on volume, and I muted my laptop, and I still had that open in a tab. So with Dan's been speaking to me, and I've had my laptop on mute. Oh, oh my god. Oh, somebody get Dan back in. somebody tell him. That is not the I am stupid award. No, there's no way. Not necessarily. No chance. And yes, I did just threaten you with scissors, Jacob. I absolutely did. No, he will not, Nathan. But hold on, wait. I'll see. I think that's a swift no. Dan, I think I can hear you now, but I can also hear myself.
Did you have me muted?
I had the whole laptop muted.
I knew it wasn't me.
Hey, it wouldn't have been the CRL season team draw thing without some kind of mess up.
Right, where are we?
So we've done the constructors draw. It was CPI Troy that won that for his lovely hat, and I think, as far as I'm aware, we're ready to go for tier 5.
Great stuff. That's me constructors, you drivers, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So will we kick off?
Good. I'm just checking I wasn't entirely unprepared.
No, you're surprisingly organised.
You'll just have to bear with me during tier 3 while I do some very professional cutting.
It'll be
but
fine.
I'm ready to go when you are, Scott. Let's do it, mate.
I am as well. I've got my little notepad here. I'm just going to bring across because I'm going to
try. Jacob, I don't have to explain it at all, mate.
No, I don't think it needs to explain.
I can't explain it, but I mean, I don't think it's what the people want. I think people would much rather left it unexplained.
I think we leave it unexplained. We try and batter on with this, Dan, because me and you have got a life to continue on with, and this is going to take...
mate, I ain't got a life.
All right, then. First name out of pot 1 for tier 5, then. Oh, it's a veteran. It's Mr. Tomo Tip-Top.
Oh, there we go. The first driver from the brand new tier 5. We love to see it.
Love to see it. The first one out of the draw. He will be partnering up with then our first pot 2 driver in the tier 5 draw. It's Curly.
Another. Oh, sorry, I just got an itchy eye, Scott. Hold on.
I'll make sure you're scratching your eye or the mask guy. That's a...
I don't know what you're talking about. They are in the... It's backwards, but it's the Alfa Romeo. I will be on mute. 2 seconds.
All right. While you do that, you can go in your camera settings and change the mirror round. So that's our first team then, Curly and Tomo Tip Top in the Alfa Romeo for tier 5. Let me just check. I've got too many cups. I've got far too many cups. Yeah, that was a prize draw cup, so that can go over there, out of the way. All right. Well, while Dan's away, I suppose I'll do the next 2 drivers. If Tomo or Curly are here, let us know what you think about that Alfa Romeo draw. But the second pot 1 driver then for tier 5, it's another returning driver. So quite a lot of returning drivers here in tier 5. It is Scooter Clem 10, the Welshman. Had a pretty decent season last season, it must be said, in tier 4. Racked up some decent points, and for his first season, It went relatively well. He will be partnering up with the second Pot 2 driver. It is going to be... It's another golden oldie. Ghost Angel 1. Then here, season number 4, Lando Norris is back on the second team out then. Norris, it's
Oh
Scooter
yeah.
time and Ghost Angel 1.
I assume you're making notes. I forgot how big I made these things. They're in the LP.
The Alpine. Spelt rightly this year in the draw, of course.
On I hope on both, because if not, I've got some serious spell checking to do, because otherwise
I've improved my spelling since last year, Dan. Hopefully the numbers as well. Hopefully I've got 100 drivers printed out. Well, 60 for me, 40 for you. Anyway, driver number 3 from Pot 1. It's a driver from the winning constructors last season, Mighty Baguette. It's Pot 2 teammate then for this tier 5. Oh, it's another golden oldie. It's Ben, EX37 Pro.
I'm being told my Wi-Fi's bad, Scott. I don't know if you can sense that, but
yeah, I got the impression.
Is what it is. Right.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We always do here, Dan. Co-Paradox Senior on an Aldi hotspot, and they're in the Haas then.
I think Toby's just hit the nail on the head. I think that's the best nickname I've ever been given in my life.
I love DC. But kind of curtains back to the old one of DC phone home. All right, Pot 1, driver number 4 for tier 5 then. It's Jamie Indigo's favourite driver, MKP. And he will be partnering up alongside Mr. Will Simple 7.
Great stuff. What? I keep going to unlock my phone to make notes, Scott, but realising it's not my face.
What do you mean? I thought that's how you always looked.
They are in. So Will Simpo's in the Williams. Couldn't have worked any better.
Absolute perfection. That we can't write a better story here. Team number 5, driver number 1. We did pick out 2 there, but I went with the top one. Oh, the legend himself.
Oh,
it's the Hog. Hedgehog 11 will be lining up alongside. It's a throwback team. Mean Man Middy.
that Hedge. I'll tell you what, Hedge is going to absolutely love that.
2 drivers drove together in season 4. I was kind of hoping for the Ghost Angel 1 Hedge reunion, but not quite.
Oh,
it's the Red Bull. Beautiful. Halfway through tier 5 then already, folks, and we're only 15 minutes in, so at this rate, we'll be done by about midnight. We'll pick up best we can. The driver pairing number 6. It's the Grandpappy himself. It's Murphy.
What a bloke. He should be the tier above, but...
Could it be a Murphy championship? We'll wait and see. His teammate, it's the all-admin team. It's Spider Rob.
Oh, they've done it. They knew. I think they spoke it into existence. I'm concerned about you doing some match fixing here, Scott.
I'm telling you.
Oh, one fell out. Let me put it back in.
So I can confirm there has been no match fixing, but there's just maybe a lot of speaking it into the universe.
Right, I've got 2 in my hand, Scott. Left or right? Which one?
Oh, right's always right.
So my right is that one.
Yes.
So I'll go with that one. Right. They're in the AlphaTauri.
The AT AlphaTauri. We'll move on then. Next, Pot 1 driver for tier 5 is another CRL. It's Mr. Nacho. And
I'm gonna keep the other one in my hand, Scott. The one from the other side in my hand.
Nacho paired up with Victor Mean.
And they're going to be paired up in. It's the McLaren!
Hey! That's Daniel's prediction out the window. She had Mark being in the McLaren this season. Of course, it's quite a stacked tier list, tier 5. I think we've got 3 previous champions in the form of MKP, Mark Wilson, and Hedgehog 11. Speaking of another driver adding to that stacked grid, Gautier Le Follon. Happy Bastille Day to the Frenchman. He will be paired up alongside. It is Mark Wilson. That's a strong team, that.
Oh, there he is.
So Gautier is with
It's this
Mark
one.
Wilson.
They're in the Ferrari.
The Ferrari. Looking to add to last season's constructor win for Ferrari. It was a very strong pairing and definitely one to keep an eye on. Duncan is our next Pot 1 driver out of the hat of the cup. And he is alongside Pancake. I cannot lie, I was kind of hoping that and Pancake would be together.
Would have been the yummiest tit. No, I can't say that. No, I can't. No. They're in the Mercedes.
They're in the Mercedes, and that leaves us with one from each pot then. You already know who it is. It's Topher. And he will be alongside Mr. AFL Tier 3 co-commentator for the coming season.
Only leaves one team left. That's the Aston Martin.
Aston Martin. So a quick rundown then. We've got Tomo Tip Top and WTL Curly in the Alfa Romeo, Scooter Claim, Ghost Angel 1 in the Alpine, Mighty Baguette and BX37 Pro in the Haas, MKP and Will Simple 7 in the Williams, Hedge and Mean Moody in the Red Bull, Murphy and Spider in the Alpha Tauri, Nacho and Victor Mean in the McLaren, Gautier LaFleur, Mark Wilson in the Ferrari, Duncan and Pancake in the Mercedes, and Topher and AFL in the Aston Martin. That is your tier 5 grid.
Absolutely right. I think that's the novelty worn off now. I am going to take the mask off. If you lot didn't see it, I'm sure many of people have screenshots.
Oh, definitely.
Because no one will know it's me. So I could have a sign right now saying "fuck McLaren" and people would just no, I can't do it. Let's take the mask off. I'm just going to pop it on my head.
I'm just getting my next tier ready, making sure I've got all the names in.
No problem, Scott.
And that is tier 3 ready to go, but it's over to me with the constructors and you with the drivers for tier 4, Dan.
Great stuff. So as you can tell, I couldn't find any red cups, unfortunately. But I do have pot number 1 right here, if I read correctly. Hey, Topher, that's not very nice. The first driver out the pot. Are you still happy to make notes, Scott?
I will do, mate. I'll do the full thing.
First driver out the pot is Big Bazza SUFC Fox.
Big man Bazza. Of course, a tier 3 champion a couple of seasons back. Looking to take the tier 4 title this year, potentially.
Pot 2, which I'm not sure how this man's in pot 2, but it's what was written down. It's Craig82.
Again, another veteran of the league. One to watch. He is a strong pot 2 driver, it must be said. Well,
why is Scott? Everyone's just being me.
They are. It's just jealousy, Dan, I would say.
James, I thought we were pals, mate.
PS1 graphics for DC, that is a bit locked with it.
I look like the Tomb Raider right now. Look, the original Tomb Raider.
Well, the first team then, for Bazza and Craigo, it's the McLaren.
You said McLaren?
McLaren. Which means the Alfa Romeo is still there for Harry Palmer.
Who? Anyway, right, pot 1. First driver out of pot 1 is... First driver? What we're talking about? Second driver out of pot 1, Azen 037.
Again, another strong driver in that tier 4, very close to being tier 3. One that could be to watch for the title.
Correct, and he is paired up with CRL Wuban.
And with Wuban, again, a driver on the right way up, making some good inroads in tier 4 last season. They will be in the Ferrari.
I don't really think there's a bad car this time round, to be perfectly honest. I mean,
no, it's gone are the days and the seasons of everybody not wanting the Haas.
Yeah, Yeah, because it actually looks alright now.
I'm quite a fan of it. We'll get round to my personal preferences when we get to my tier, but yeah, there's not many
The
I'm not
man,
happy with.
next man out of pot 1, he is CRL Fandango. Believe he is an admin this year.
He is the tier 4 admin alongside Mazzles.
Absolutely right. And then the driver out of pot 2 is that Roland.
That Roland, another one of the constructors champions from last season, upside alongside Fandango, who this year we got his name right without insulting him. They're in the Alpine.
Great stuff. Next one is Glowstick 94.
Recently joined Red Dragon Racing, the Welsh outfit. One looking to impress in Tier 4 is our Glowstick.
Apologies, that wasn't written on the fake. He is with I Am Marshall.
Again, another driver making the jump up. This is a Tier 5 is effectively Tier 4 last season. Marshall making good progress, working his way up the tiers, despite being in the same number tier. Definitely one to watch out, especially from that pot too. Oh, it's disaster. Can we redraw this? It's the Alfa Romeo. Yes, I know Glowstick's Scottish, but the team is joined with Welsh Jacob. Listen in, son.
You can't expect anything else from Jacob, though. He's just an absolute moron. Anyway, moving on. So we have CRL Nacho. Oh, wait, sorry, no, it's Palmer, because I can tell the difference between two people that are quite clearly different, Harry. Anyway, he is in. He is with X Maze.
That's a team to watch, I can't lie. Harry, he's in pot 1 this season. He's got the backing of the admins to be up there. And X Maze, solid driver, quite well known within the esports scene, so one to watch out. They will be in the Williams.
Great stuff. I'm just gonna move swiftly on. It's your other admin, Mazzles 82.
Mr. Mazzles himself. I think he's CRL's only Danish driver. I'm just thinking some facts off the top of my head, Dan, because I'm not near as prepared as I was last season.
Absolutely fine, mate. Don't you worry. I'm never prepared, hence being late. Mazzles is with Ross 0502.
502, and they will be in. It's the Alpha Tauri.
Good stuff. Harry, I bullied you for it because you deserved to be bullied for it, mate. Next one out of pot 1, Verona Flash.
Verona Flash. New driver for the grid this season. I don't think he's been in CRL before, but he looked decent in pace test, decent in TT, so pot 1 for him. Panda, my premise fire, I got it cut today for this.
Speaking of Panda, King 5 Panda is the next man out the pot with Verona Flash.
King 5 Panda and Verona Flash are in the hash, or the hash.
Okay. I'm moving on. Next one out, MFC Trunders.
Trunders again, a driver been up and down the tiers, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. Back in tier 4 this season, but it's a new tier 4, of course.
Absolutely right. I would like to see him sweat F1 as much as he sweats FIFA.
He's built there in tier 1.
He's with, I can't even read that, FRL J Hartnell.
Hartnell. Again, that's a strong team. Jay Hartnell for a pot 2 driver historically. He's been a big hitter. They will be in the Red Bull.
Great stuff. Nice and quick. Next one out is IRT Patsa Yapsa, which has always confused me. Why is it Yapsa and not Jasper?
I always thought it was Pats or Japsa.
That's why I always thought it was Pastor Jasper, but I don't.
Past or Japsa?
I don't know. Has he got one of those white things? It goes. We'll never know. We'll never know. We'll never know, especially since he booted me out of the team. He is with XLeon1_X.
And they will be in. It's the Mercedes.
The Mercedes. They're in the Mercedes. And final man out of the pot one is Sofian 0298.
Sofian?
He is, I forgot his mate. He is with the last man out, X-Jack17 from pot 2.
X-Jack. And of course, the last team out last time, it's the last team out this tier again, the Aston Martin.
There we go. I assume you have all that written down, Scott. I can discard my lovely pieces of paper.
You can that. So, quick run through it again. It is going to be Baza and Krigo82 in the McLaren, Aizen and CRL Wuban in the Ferrari, CRL Fandango and Dat Roland in the Alpine, Glowstick and I Am Marshall in the Alfa Romeo, CRL Palmer and X Mays in the Williams, Mazzles and Ross 0502 in the Alfa Tauri, Verona Flash and King Phi Panda in the Haas, MFC Trundles and FRL J Hartnell in the Red Bull, IRT Patsa Jasper, however you say it, and XLeon1 in the Mercedes, Sofian and X-Jack, in the Aston Martin, and that is your progress for season 9.
That's it, and this is the part where you hear cutting in the background because I was late. I'm slightly unprepared.
Just going to fold up my constructors very quickly before we move it on to tier 3, and this is the only tier that really matters for us, Dan, isn't it?
Oh yeah, spot on. This is where the vibes are. The rest of them are just not on the same level. Not talent-wise. Talent-wise, there's so many people so much better than all of us. But I tell you, you don't get as much fun as you do with that you're going to get in tier 3 this season.
Tier 3 is bang in the middle. 3 out of 5, bang in the middle. So we're average on pace, but like you say, when it comes to ability and ability to make
ability, we're still bang average, right?
We're still bang average.
It's just
Thank 4-star for phoning our little group as well from last season for tier 2. Just mine and Dan's phone going off in the middle of this. Will we kick off with it, Dan?
Oh yeah.
Let us go then. Me and Dan both in one of these cups. We'll see if we are making an early appearance. It isn't us, but it is the tier 3 admin. It's Mr. Cole Paradox.
Big Mick, I believe his name is. Is that right?
It is, Mr. Mick.
So I'm getting there with their names.
And he will be alongside strong team War Daddy LTU.
He's the only man I will call Daddy. Not joking, right? So let's have a mix up because we'll have that one there. They are in the Williams.
In the Williams. I know Cole Paradox is here. Let us know how you're feeling about that, Mick. Strong team, I would say. And personal opinion on the Williams. Next driver from Plot 1. It's another CRL. There's quite a lot of CRLs in this year. It's Big Phil. It's Niccone.
Phil! What a bloke.
And before I write that down, I'll draw his teammate out. Why don't I make these things go a little bit quicker? Oh, what a team this is. It's Toby.
Oh! They are going to be in. What should I give them? What car should I give them, Scott? What do you want? Take a guess. I've got it in my hand. Oh, I've spoiled it.
I've never seen it. I think it's going to be the Alpine. Oh, it's the Alfa Romeo.
I think was Phil in that one last season?
No, he was in the Alpine, and Tobe was in the McLaren.
Ah, okay, cool.
For pot 1 driver for tier 1, tier 3. Another CRL. It's the other Dutchman.
Oh,
It's Pippin Strauss.
Pippin.
And he is going to be alongside.
Oh,
I can
Jacob's
pick up
just
one
said
instead
Team
of
Red
that.
Lantern for that last one. Jesus.
It's another strong team.
It's just how it's going to be.
Panda.
That's a very good... Yeah, okay, that is a very good team. But it is just how it's going to be for the entirety of every tier. Every
There isn't
team
really
is
a
fast.
bad driver. Yeah.
Hence why you see drivers like Panda and Strauss and Cole all down in tier 3. Because tier 1 and 2 are just absolutely stacked.
It is mad just how quick the league as sales got. Drivers that were in tier 1 last season are bottom half of tier 2, maybe even.
Sorry, I forgot that was my cue.
Yeah, you're doing a me. That's normally what I do.
They're in the Alpine.
Alpine. I think Strauss is here. I'm not sure. Panda's definitely here. Let us know how you feel about that one, lads. Pot 1, driver number 4 then. Oh, it's Marcel.
Oh, there we go.
Who am I getting? Who is it going to be? It's Mick. IRT Mick. I'm mad that he's in pot 2.
There's only room for one Mick. Who's the real Mick?
The battle of the Micks in tier 3 it will be.
You two are in. Let's have a look, see, shall we?
Anything but the Ferrari, the Aston Martin, and the McLaren. I just think they're a bit boring. I can't read that.
What's your... It's McLaren.
Oh, it's McLaren. Oh, not again. I always end up in the McLaren. It's either the McLaren or the Red Bull I get in.
It's a trigger word now.
Driver number 5 then from pot 1. It's and Mr. Soup is going to be alongside another strong team. It's mad. LOI, not Jack.
Ooh. What team are they in? What car? Sorry, they're in the Mercedes.
The Mercedes. Driver number 6 from pot 1. It's Rabbit, or B-Rabbit as he sometimes is known.
Rabbit.
And Rabbit will be alongside little Christopher. Battle of the Chris's as well between Christopher and Chris Panda.
Christopher. They are in the Ferrari.
Next driver from pot 1. It's George Hargreaves.
He's an interesting one because he I think tier 3 last season. So by default, tier 4, but he's rapping. He's just found a different, pardon the pun, but different gear on this game.
Different gravy, and different gravy when it comes to this team. A legend in itself as his pot 2 driver.
Oh,
it's a sheesh, Mr. Indian Jesus.
Indian Jesus is in that one. They're in the Aston Martin.
Aston Martin. Next pot 1 driver then. It's yourself.
What a bloke. Tier 3 champion this season.
I beg your pardon. I've already told you your background characters in my story this year. There's a throwback of a team as well. It's Jake Lawler.
Oh! I'll take that. I will happily, I will happily take that. Happily take that.
Here we go. What car are you not wanting, Dan?
Right, so there's one in my hand. What's left? I've seen the Aston Martin go, which is technically the only one I didn't want.
The Haas is still left.
Ennis, why are you being like this?
Ennis. The Haas is still left. Oh. The Alpha Tauri is still left.
Oh, okay.
The Red Bull.
Is it bad to say that I want Alpha Tauri because Daniel Ricks has gone into it?
No, that's perfectly fine.
Also, Ennis, you don't have a full-time seat anymore. You're not racing. You don't anyway. He doesn't anyway, does he? That's interesting.
No, he doesn't.
Have some of that, you I can't swear. It's family friendly. Anyway, bang! Yes!
Oh, rigged.
Up to Daddy Rick. Get this off me. Get Lando Norris off me, the milk drinking freak.
Penultimate pot one driver.
There's a reason I had it on my head though, because the hairline ain't there.
It's Callum, Club PR.
Pot what? Sorry.
Yeah, pot one, yeah. Don't ask me how.
Ennis, yeah, you're in tier 2, but I can make you not in this league, fella. I would.
It's a strong team, this. Staban.
They are in the. They're in the Red Bull.
I'm quite disappointed with that. I was hoping you were going to pull out the Haas because that would mean that James 4-star is back in the Red Bull again.
Oh,
it is 4-star.
Well, I don't think he'll like this.
It might not be too keen. He is with what team though? It's KXI.
They'll like that. They will. Oh, that means there's a party. Just gonna...
And that should be the Haas, then, if I'm right in remembering.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, mate.
A bit like an elephant, me. I never forget.
Oh, Josh, you're literally Welsh, mate. I would. I don't have to say anything else.
He calls a fat jar. That's brilliant, pal.
I didn't realise Jeffrey Dahmer was a comedian.
Oof. Getting personal on the CRL channel here for the draw. Tier 2 time then.
Hey, if you want to go there, we can go there. You know what I mean? Right.
I prefer not to speak.
Tier 2 time, lovely. I don't know
time.
why I'm putting the constructors back into. Oh no, I do because I've got to do tier 1. So.
Well, while you get that organised, I suppose I'll quickly run through Cole Paradox, War Daddy in the Williams, McConey and Tobes in the Alfa Romeo, Strauss and Panda in the Alpine, myself and Mick in the McLaren, Steve and Not Jack in the Mercedes, Rabbit and Christopher in the Ferrari, George Hargreaves and Indy Jesus in the Aston Martin, Dan and Jay Lawler in the Alfa Tauri, Cropper and Staban in the Red Bull, 4-star and KXI in the Haas.
Good stuff. It's me. I've got to do the drivers from this one, haven't I? So.
No, Nathan, we're not taking the 2-minute break. We've got places to be and people to see.
2-minute break. Who do you think you are? Right. Pot 1. I think, again, if I'm wrong, stop me right now. Oh, no, it is, because I have no idea how this man's blagged himself into tier 2. AJ Wuhan.
AJ Wuhan.
The man, the myth. The one-eyed... Sorry, I didn't know. Nothing rhymed with myth, so it probably does, but I couldn't think of it on the spot. Why am I drawing out the constructors? He doesn't need that yet. Sorry, excuse me. Who said it was going smoothly? It definitely ain't. He is in a team with Victor.
So Jacob and Victor. Jacob, I know you're here. Let's get your live reaction to your car. It is L'Alpine.
L'Alpine. Let us know what we think. I'll go straight into pot 1. Pot 1 is Dope 11. But that, I believe, formerly IRT Taupe.
Yes, you're correct.
Another man who is just fast. I mean, it's mental.
It's mad that this is tier 2.
Ennis, the only L is me not drawing your name out in any of these pots because you're not racing. He's with La Scream XX.
La Scream. So La Scream and Dope Lev will be partnering up in the Alfa Romeo.
Next one's out of, where is it? Pot 1. IRT Stoney. Anyway, pot 2. Stoney is teaming up with Unlucky. It's the The loser of Tier 2 last season is Farrell.
Steiny and Farrell. That's
Imagine
a nuts
winning more races than the person that's won the championship, but not actually winning the championship. It's a bit awkward.
He either came first or he came last, pretty much. I don't know if Farrell's here, but I want to see his reaction. Aston Martin.
I don't think I like that. And that's why it's good he's got it. Anyway. Pot 1. I've got 2 in my hand. Which one do you want?
Let's go for the left this time.
That one. Okay. It's REL Jet.
It is Jet again, a driver that went up to Tier 1 last season, back into Tier 2. He was just far too rapid for Tier 2, and the fact that he's in this and, in the mix, there's not just he's out there up front, it's mad.
So, right, his teammate, Tango 0348.
Tango, newcomer to the F1 side of things. I think he's been in the GT League for a little bit and showed some good pace during the pace test, so be a good test in Tier 2 for his first F1 season. They'll be in the Mercedes.
In the Mercedes. Pot 1 driver is IRT T-Griff 4.
T-Griff.
Pot 2 driver is Ariel Crico.
Crico.
Big boy team.
It's a good team. T-Griff, of course, he's been up there in Tier 1. I think he switched the assists and all that off last season, had a decent season in Tier 2. Crico showed some good pace, but T-Griff's back in the Haas.
In the Haas.
Once again.
Another one out then. We got... Sorry, hold on, I'm just getting flashbacks. It's Nelly. Nelu is teaming up with IRT Renz.
IRT Renz. Another solid team. Tango just on that sort of last one. Apparently he wanted the Mercedes, so one happy chappy is our Tango. Nelu and Renz in the Williams.
Next one then. What's the best shop in Witsy?
It's Witsy Wines.
It's Witsy Wines. Witsy is with another flashback of... Oh, this is a bad day for me. He's with Cal Cohen.
Cal Cohen. It's like going through your phone book and seeing all your extras, Dan. Maybe even worse. They're in the McLaren.
Cal Cohen and Witsy Wines in McLaren. Back to pot 1. So Mr. Be Real himself, TTL is Shoostra.
I'm just going to call him Eds.
Jacob, Resify your mum. He is with... It's Kevin. CRL.
Eds and Kevin Duell. That's just Kevin Duell, not Kevin Flappy Arm, isn't it?
That's it.
A nice little inside joke for those that know. So Kevin and Eds. I feel as if Kevin's always in the alpha.
Kevin! I'm with Kevin!
So you are.
It's giving me flashbacks. Was he in the AlphaTauri last time? No, he said not in the McLaren W. That's fine. That's all that matters. He's not in the McLaren. That's all we care about. Do it. The next one out is Hobbsy. It's a shame I won't get to see him turn left on the right hander this season. Twice. Hobbsy is with Hobbsy and Knowlesy. It's the Tier 2 team. They're represented for Tier 2 last season. That's what we like.
What a team.
But
Hobbsy and Wolsey.
But let's show everyone how it's done.
Well, the second to last constructor then for Hobbsy and Wolsey. And it's a Ferrari.
Hobbsy and Knowlesy in the Ferrari. I think Hobbsy would be okay with that, but
it's quite a calm, relaxed guy. I don't think he'd be too high in the strung.
Well, you're right, because when his wheel pops off, it's just, oh no.
Oh no.
LOI 1 Delano.
Delano. Again, another rapid driver in Tier 2. Just mental how fast it is.
Absolutely right. And he's with the last man out of the pots is ERO Strange.
ERO Strange. A newcomer to the league. Had the pleasure of racing him a few times in pace tests. Good to see what he can do. And they are in Red Bull.
Absolutely spot on. But we know what that means then, Scott. We know what time it is.
It'll be Tier 1 time. Just a quick rundown quickly before that then. AJ and Victor in the Alpine, Dope Lev and the Scream in Alfa Romeo, Steiny and Farrell in Aston Martin, Relentless Jet and Tango in Mercedes, T-Grip and Relentless Clico in the Haas, Nelly Stafu and IRP Rend in the Williams, Waitsy Wines and Cal Cohen in the McLaren, Ids and Kevin Dewell in the Alpha Tauri, Hobbsy and Knowlesy in the Ferrari, and LOI Delano and ERO Strange in the Red Bull. Tier 1 time then, Dan.
That's it. It's time to move on to the people that have never seen a boob.
You could take your t-shirt off, give them a first.
Female boobs.
Well then, our first pot one driver for the people that don't know what grass is. Oh, and this man doesn't know what grass is. It's peas.
No, he's definitely seen Welsh Maldonados. I'm just trying to. I had to think back, but I know he's definitely. Shall we get the next one out?
I can't believe you said that. He will be teamed up alongside Luke 05 HD.
And they are in. He says, "Give me the AT." I'm not giving you the AT. Or will I? No, it's the Alfa Romeo. That's even worse.
Alfa Romeo for Luke and Bees.
I've just outed his missus of giving him the Alfa Romeo. It's just a violation.
It's another Relentless. It's Jules Bream. Jules Bream will be alongside. I just need to see you in. If I get any Ferrari powered car, I'm dropping to reserve. I will make that happen. A strong team this. Jules Bream and Posh Evans.
Right, Josh, what car didn't you want? Yeah. Does anyone know what car he didn't want?
He did tell me, but I can't remember. I'm sure.
I'm trying to just have a look to see which one it was and just act like I don't know.
See if you can pick it out.
No, let's. We got this one. He's in the McLaren.
And the McLaren, my teammates. Let's go.
Oh, you got Josh, your teammate. Good luck.
Give me all these lovely, lovely setups. Team number 3 then. Pot 1 driver is the person I can't pronounce, but I think we'll just call him Chihuahua because everybody else does. And he, before I write that down, I'll draw out his teammate. He will be teamed alongside with, it's King Julian.
King Julian. Sorry, get some dinner in. They're in the Red Bull.
I think, Dan, I think your signal is like going around the moon and coming back to us. We've got a slideshow right now, mate. I think we've lost Dan. We've lost Dan, folks. Oh wait, he's back.
what's going on?
Oh no. DC phone home. I think we've lost Dan. What teams have been drawn out? Just in case I need to do this myself. So we've we've had the we've had the Alfa Romeo and we've had the McLaren. So these two can't be drawn out. So I'll put them over there. I'll continue this myself, folks. Oh, it's the biggest and best ever season of CRL, and as you can tell, me and Dan are about as organised as ever. Thank you, James. I didn't need him anyway. We'll continue to batter on. If he does join back, he can be a little showpiece. So this was for what was FRL? It was FRL. Can somebody tell me how to pronounce this? Huli, and King Julian. Oh, and I've just chucked the paper everywhere. And they will be in. Dan has had enough of me, Jerry. But they will be in the Aston Martin. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think I can get this finished before Dan reconnects. Got one driver then. Oh, Dan's back. Let's see if he's...
Is there any better?
The stream. His connection's... Oh, there we go.
Are we okay? Are we okay?
We're okay. I did pull out a team for them, so that Aston Martin's out.
Okay, I'll go and put this one back in then.
Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to come back.
Oopsie. Oh. Where are we at? I'm lost. I got lost.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Was that third team? Is that a third team in? Yeah.
That's third team out. Yeah, I think I just trucked the driver into the constructor's pit because you bamboozling.
It's all going wrong. Right, that means I need to find Aston Martin. Or do we just be dramatic and change up the team that I pulled out?
I did. Well, you never know.
Just keep them on their toes, Scott. They're all absolute. Right. I found it. There you go.
You found it. There we go. Right. Pot 1, driver number 4. It's you win.
I don't like any of them anyway. I don't know why I do this. I hate every single person in the server. Full stop. Right.
You're in. You're with Kenny.
They're in.
Ferrari car, come on.
The Red Bull. Scott did a backflip. Scott, do it again.
Yeah, I did. You missed it. It was glorious. I did it off that shelf there. Yeah. 5th pot 1 driver then. It's Leo.
That's a board.
Leo will be with. It's the pot 2 fraud himself, Nathan JB.
They're in. What didn't he want? Can we remember?
I can't actually remember.
Anyway, they're in the Williams.
In the Williams.
I think he's going to be okay with that.
I think he'll be happy enough. Pot 1 driver number 6. Troye. And Troye will be teamed up with Antonio.
They are in. I go right to the bottom for the one right at the bottom. It's this one. Alpha Tauri joining me. Hold up, was that Tony?
That was Tony, yep.
Oh, he gave me all my setups last season anyway. This is lovely stuff.
Some people just have it made for the Maidan.
I know. It's like being a CRL Tier 3 admin. I mean,
I can see the drama's going on in the chat already. Nathan realising that Harry Palmer is also in the Williams. Speaking of Nathan, next driver out, QVR Nathan. and QVR Nathan is going to be paired up alongside strong team Cross Liam.
They are in the Mercedes.
I don't know if Cross Liam's here, but how are you feeling about that, Liam? Are you feeling pretty cross about the Mercedes? Oh, what's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Yeah, I can't count. 7 plus 3 is 10.
Well done.
I thought I'd maybe
Well done, Scott. Well done, mate.
Number 8 then. It's Sweet Crown or Sweat Crown.
Wouter.
Mr. Wouter. And Wouter is with the little tree, Bumpy.
I couldn't count then. I also can't speak. I don't know. They are in this one here, which is the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Which I believe Wouter's had previously, potentially. No, not last season, but the season before.
Season before, yes. It's good to see Wouter not with Jacob this season, because that's happened for about the last 4.
Well, they're in different tiers for somehow, so.
The next Hot One driver, it's Big Shap or Humble Lady. And Humble Lady will be alongside URT Leroy, or IRT Leroy, I think it's changed it to today.
Well, there's 2 teams left, I believe. They're in the Alpine.
Alpine for those. 2, Humble Lady and Leroy. Final Pot 1 driver. I'm not salty. It's Mr. Kush, the little man from Singapore. And he is going to pair up alongside Mr. Recify Recife.
Mr. Recife. And they are in the final one, which is us.
The Haas. Beautiful. So, tier 1 then, just to round off, it's Pease and Luke in the Alfa Romeo, Joe Bream and Josh Evans in the McLaren, Chihuahua and King Julian in the Aston Martin, Karun and Kenny in the Red Bull, Leo and CRL Nathan in the Williams, Troy and Antonio in the Alfa Tauri, QBR Nathan and Cross Liam in the Mercedes, Wouter and Bumpier in the Ferrari, Humbalele and Leroy in the Alpine, and Isaac Kush and Recife or Recify in the Haas.
Great stuff. All professional this time round. All professional. No joke. No me getting my bum out
as well.
I know, it's because we just want to get it done. Like I said, it's just all business this time round. All done within an hour, Scott.
Just slightly over, but we can consider 5 minutes.
Time?
Yeah, I think we should do this every week. I would say we just draw the teams again every week.
Yeah, I'm okay. I think.
You're quite alright.
I'm alright. Well, yeah, that was it. I didn't get my bum out this time, which is always positive.
I don't know.
I can do it now if you want. No,
it's a shame. It is a shame. You know, the people came here for a show, and all they got was me and you pulling bits of paper out of cups and talking a little bit of nonsense.
There's nothing you'd rather do on a Friday night, Scott. Don't deny it.
Oh no, not at all. But yeah, that's our grids then for season 9. There should be graphics out whenever Jacob can manage to get them out. But I think he's going to try and get them out this weekend. Pre-season race next week, of course. Monday night tier 4 and tier 5. Thursday night 1, 2, and 3. Troy, of course, won our constructors prize, so get in touch with Jacob to go about that, and as well as our 4 drivers champions from last season. There's a little prize additional for them. Jacob can deal with that. I'm quite happy to enter your tier as well, Dan. I can play us out if you want, mate.
Do it.
Right, okay. Next time. If you know the words, sing along, because I don't know what song it is. It's a
Where we go?
melodica in case anybody's wondering what the hell it is, because I just found it.
I think that's it. I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Sound. Right, well, thanks for joining us tonight, folks. Have a good rest of your night. We'll see you for the pre-season race, and best of luck for the season.